Okay, so today is day 19 of the video challenge. It's talk about your favorite band or artist. This is probably a very dangerous video because I don't know if 15 minutes will be enough time to cover everything I want to say. I also plan on mentioning more than one band, so we'll see how well this works. So yeah, I'm also still sick, so you're gonna have to bear with my froggy voice. Lack of sleep lately hasn't really helped that either. I just got back from my pool league games not too long ago. Got massacred. But anyway. So if there's any possible way that anybody watching this video does not already know, my favorite band is Evanescence. First found out about them back in 2003. I didn't really know who they were. I watched the movie Daredevil, and they have 2 songs in that movie. Bring Me to Life had literally just come out, and saw it, heard it then. Loved it. I barely knew who this band was. I just knew that song really. And now this would be before they had any other singles, I believe. Got the Daredevil DVD for my 16th birthday. And yeah, it was 16th birthday. And I watched it the night that I got it, and I heard their other song that they have in there, My Immortal. Completely fell in love with it, and I'm sitting there remembering the other song. I was like, this sounds a lot like Evanescence. It sounds like their other song. Looking, and I actually ended up watching the credits all the way through till the end to see who it was, and it was them. Had the song stuck in my head for so long. I would sing it in chorus class with my friends, completely we had barely knew the song. We had only heard it a few times, so we would just sit there trying to piece together the lyrics off the top of our heads, because it was so bad. But we were just singing out loud in the middle of chorus, before the class actually started, trying to get the lyrics correct. So yeah, pretty much started way back then. Kind of fell in love with them immediately. I didn't actually get to see them live for quite some time, just because back in those days I had no car, I had no way to get to any concerts, I had nobody to go with. So I wanted to see them, I just didn't have the means. I actually was holding out, hoping that they would be my very first concert, but it sadly didn't work out that way. And my first concert was Breaking Benjamin in November, I believe, of 2006. I want to say that's right. So yeah, my first time seeing Evanescence live was April of 2007. I believe it was up in I want to say Reading, Pennsylvania. I got there. This was very early in my concert experience phase, so I didn't really know what I was doing. I got there maybe an hour before doors. I ended up being 5 or 6 rows back from the rail. Don't really remember much of it other than the fact that they were amazing. Left immediately afterwards, Saw them again, Warped Tour, August 2007. It's where I got my other Evanescence necklace that I finally just retired. I haven't taken it off since then. Didn't get to meet Amy at that tour, but I met Terry, I met Troy, I met Will. I have pictures with all of them. That was really cool because I got to see Flyleaf in the same tour. I got to see Korn. I'm not a big Korn fan, but front row for all of that outside. So it was my first front row concert experience, and amazing, life-changing experience to see Ev up front. So yeah. Then didn't get to see them again until December. I got tickets to 3 shows. December 1st at Penn State, December 2nd in Wilkes-Barre, and December 4th in New Jersey. 3 shows in a row. They didn't play a show on the 3rd. Went to the first show. It's where I met Susanna and Beth. Susanna's the founder of the Sick Puppies World crew. That is the show that I met my other friends Heather and Beth, two different Beth, that I actually just saw this past weekend. Met them at that show, and we're sitting there talking the whole day, got to know each other, and we get inside the venue, and we're sitting there, and I'm like, I really don't think that I can just end it here and only have these 3 shows. We're talking about the last show and how much we want to go. So literally while we're in the venue waiting for the show to start, I called up and ordered the tickets to the very last Ev show that they played December 8th in Rhode Island. I was like, I have to go, I don't care what I need to do, and I bought tickets. So yeah, that show was amazing. We ended up staying afterwards. I don't quite remember if we met Amy. I know we met Amy at a few of the shows. I don't believe she came out at that show because I believe it was snowing. So we didn't get to meet her. So this is still without me meeting Amy. The next day, me and my friend Drew got to the venue early. We got there at about noon, which I was expecting to be way far back in line because the F fans are crazy. Got there at noon, waiting for Heather and Beth to get there because they decided to go to that one also. So Heather and Beth show up finally, and a couple more people show up, and we're like, all right, me and Drew are going to go make a coffee run. Do you guys want anything, blah, blah. So we go. I get this frantic phone call from Heather. I will never forget it. Frantic phone call, freaking out. Oh my God, you have to get back here right now. I'm like, Heather, calm down. What's happening? Oh my God, we're getting a meet and greet. We're getting to go inside to meet Evanescence. I was like, what? I was like, Drew, leave the coffee. I don't care. Let's go. We have to get back there right now. He's like, but they're coming. I can see them walking. I was like, I don't care. We need to get back there immediately. So we get back, and she's like, come on, they're going to hold a spot for you. Because we were the first ones in line. They did it for like the first 20 people in line. So there was a cutoff point. So we get back. We rush up to the doors because there's still a few people outside that didn't get in. And we're like, oh, we're here, blah, blah, blah. We're supposed to be holding spots for us. And so they let us in. They ushered us in. We got to watch sound check. Ended up walking into the venue right as they were sound checking Cloud 9, which is not a song that they ever play live. They actually asked the audience, like, what's a song that you want us to sound check, like, to play for you guys, that you guys don't normally hear. So somebody said Cloud 9. So we got to see that, which was awesome. Got to see a couple more songs, and then they lined us up. They did autographs and pictures. You had to buy your picture. It was like $20 for like an 8x10, which I didn't have at the time, so I actually don't have a physical copy of my picture. I have the file, and it's a really small file size because they did it through some photographer that was trying to make a lot of money, and so I don't actually have that physical picture, but I have this very small version of it. But that was one of the best days ever. It was amazing. We ended up not staying after to try to meet them at that show because we left and it was pouring, and we were like, we already met her. We're good. And then Jersey show. That's when I had started to really get more into Sick Puppies because I knew who they were, and I liked their music, but I didn't actually officially try to look into them until I found out they were going on tour with Evanescence. So I looked into them like a few weeks before. I fell in love with them. Got to see them live for the first time at the December 2nd show because they were not at the December 1st show. So I got to see them at that show. Loved them. They put on an awesome live show. So December 4th, the Jersey show, we stayed after to try to meet everyone. Met everyone but Amy, but it's actually the first time me meeting Shim and Emma in person. They were just walking back and forth. Almost nobody really knew who they were or cared because they were all there to meet, the band. So, got my picture with them. They were bugging Emma. She had like these huge water bottles in her hands, and she was like so shy, but she didn't want to like say no because they were asking for pictures. So I was like, all right, she's already out here. Obviously, she doesn't care. So I got my picture with her. Got my picture with Tim. Terry, I think, at that show. and then left after a while. We gave up. We're like, she's not coming out, so whatever. The December 8th show, amazing show, so good. They all did, everybody, the main three came out afterwards. For some reason, Troy and Will didn't come out. I guess they maybe thought that we didn't want to see them because they weren't like officially part of the band. But we ended up making a sign for Amy that said like, "Happy birthday, Amy Lee." We also made another sign that said, "Fuck my Immortal," because she always complains about playing it, and literally one show, she decided not to play it, and she got like bashed for it. They hated it. So we like made a sign as a joke, and she ended up seeing it during the show, and she made a comment about it, and she laughed about it. So yeah, and I actually went to give her her happy birthday song because we like decorated it and stuff. And she was kind of wasted because by the time she actually came out to sign autographs, she had drunk a lot and was celebrating like the last show. So she ended up signing it. So I was like, alright, well, you're not getting this now. I'm keeping it. I still have it somewhere. I hope it didn't get like thrown out or lost with all of my other stuff. But yeah, throughout all of those shows, I have various like signed pictures. I've saved all of my tickets. So I have quite the Ev collection. But I don't know. I can't really describe what it is to be like an Evanescence fan. You either get it or you don't. Like, and like at this last show, like just to be there and like be rocking out, screaming at the top of my lungs with like Heather and Beth right there. It's a pretty awesome feeling. Like nothing can ever replicate that feeling. For anybody who never ever gets to experience having like a band like that, where like, alright, Sick Puppies is a fucking amazing live band. They put on a great live show. They're very high energy, and they've been very good to me the last couple of years while waiting for Evanescence to come back. But it's just, Evanescence is like a whole nother level of awesome. Like nothing can ever reach the level of Evanescence live when you're really, really, really in love with this band. And I just cannot get enough of seeing them and seeing my friends. I also did get to see Evanescence did like a secret show in 2009 where they were going overseas to Sao Paulo, I think, to Brazil, to play a show in front of like 10,000 people. So they did kind of like a warm-up show in New York City the day or two before. Ended up, I was broke. My girlfriend at the time, surprised me with tickets for it as a birthday present because it was 6 days before my birthday. So we got to go see that. I was on the rail for that. Didn't end up staying to meet Amy after that because it was November, it was cold, and we wanted to hang out with our friends from Canada and my other friends from Nashville that were up. So we could have met her, but we chose not to. But yeah. And at this most recent show, we ended up being right in front of Troy and Tim the whole time. And for the whole show, Tim and Troy were laughing at us, and like Troy was singing along with us. We didn't go to try to find Amy after the show. We went into the after party, and Troy happened to be there, so we got to hang out with him for a little while. And he was, saying that, he saw us in the front row and blah blah, and he's sorry that he didn't get to make more time with us because he got pulled away to the bus was leaving without him. But and during the show, we actually got to see Amy side stage. She came out during Rival Sons set, which was their first opener. And she had like a coffee cup in her hand, and she was rocking out, like doing air guitar and stuff. So even though we didn't get quite as centralized as we did, I'm actually happier that we got our spot because we got to see Troy, and we got to watch Amy like over on the side being a huge dork and like rocking out and like headbanging and stuff to this band, which they're actually really, really good band. And I haven't felt that strongly about like an opener since Sick Puppies, so I'm definitely going to look into this band and hopefully get to see them live again soon because really, really good. Amy has really good taste in music. But yeah, and I didn't actually get to talk about any other bands or artists. I'll just ramble off a few there's like a few all-time favorites. Automatic Love Letter, Megan Dia, so good. Michelle Branch, Tegan and Sarah, Jax Madigan's really good. I don't know, I'm panicking, I can't think of any more. Yeah, no. Oh, wait, it's still going. Why is it still going? I don't understand why it's letting me. Anyway, so I guess I have more time. I'm just going to talk till it cuts me off. But, alright, let's see. Meg and Dia are really amazing. They're sisters from Little Rock? No, that's not right. That's Evanescence. Salt Lake City, maybe. I don't know. From one of those middle states over there. Dia is adorable. She's got a really cute voice, and they're just really laid back, good live. I've brought a couple of friends to see them. Their lyrics are so, Dia's really, really intelligent, and she has, these insane lyrics. She uses the biggest words, and, I can't even explain it. You just need to look up the lyrics to a few of their songs, especially on, Something Real. Just really, really intense. She uses such big words in some of her songs, it's ridiculous. One of my favorite lines in their songs, though, is, a mattress for a coffin suits you very fine. It's that particular song is Cardigan Weather. It's about, being cheated on and then getting revenge by sewing him into a mattress and then sleeping with other people on the mattress. It's very weird, but it's good. Automatic Love Letter. Now, Juliet's voice is amazing, on recorded tracks, but live, her voice is 10 times better because she's not constrained to singing in time with the music, and she can do whatever she wants. She's got one of those scratchy voices, which drives me absolutely nuts. I love her voice so much, but if you like even a little bit of their music, go see her live because she just completely blows anything out of the water. It's ridiculous. Let's see, what else? I don't really know what else to talk about. Michelle Branch, I've gotten to see her live once. She actually played an acoustic show locally here in Scranton. It was a 4 or 5 song acoustic set that I got to see for $10. I've liked her almost as long as I've liked Evanescence, just I didn't get quite as passionate about her as I did Evanescence, obviously. So yeah. Jack Madigan, really good. See, Say Anything, another good band. They have some really catchy songs, and one of my favorite songs ever, which is A Walk Through Hell. Let's see, Hello Goodbye has some catchy songs. Mayday Parade, obviously. I can't not mention them because they're awesome. Have not seen them live though yet. Drugs. I got to see Chiodos live back in 2007, and I've seen Drugs live twice this year. I really, really like his voice. My favorite song by Chiodos probably is Bears Make Money, Bulls Make Money, Pigs Get Slaughtered. What else? I had another band that I was going to mention. Oh, Paramore. I always seem to forget to mention Paramore. I liked Paramore since their first album came out. It was one of those deals where I downloaded a few songs, forgot they existed, until they started to get more popular a year after their album came out. And I was like, oh yeah, I remember them. Got the rest of their album. Then the new album came out. Didn't actually get to see them live until 2007 because, again, I had no means to get anywhere. And by then they were already huge, ridiculously huge. I had to deal with all their fans, which drives me, her fans, I'm sorry, they drive me insane. Got to see them again last year for the Honda Civic tour with Tegan and Sara. So yeah, she's another one. She's got an amazing voice, really good live. And she's adorable. I mean, come on. So yeah. I don't really know what else to say. Most of my favorite band energy goes to, that doesn't even make sense. What is wrong with me? I really need to stop making these videos when I'm tired. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. I really like Evanescence and Sick Puppies. They're my favorite. The other few that I mentioned are a close third place, and then every other band I can either I'm just whatever about them. They could just not exist, and I would be happy with the main few. Evanescence, Sick Puppies, Tegan and Sara, Automatic Love Letter, Michelle Branch. I'd be happy with like the core 10 bands or so, and everyone else could just not exist, and I would be good. I would be set. So yeah, I am gonna end this video before I make a bigger idiot of myself. Also, YouTube apparently increased the time limit that I have for videos, because this is 20 minutes long now. It is my longest video to date. I knew it would be. I actually texted Trish beforehand, and I was like, so I just saw the topic for today's video, and uh-oh. And she was like, why uh-oh? I was like, because I don't think 15 minutes is long enough to talk about, you know, my favorite band. And she's like, yeah, I had a feeling that's why you were saying uh-oh. So yeah, clearly it's not. 21 minutes is about enough, though. And I'm losing my voice, and I have a tickle in my throat, and I'm going to end this, because if there's anybody that's even still watching this video at this point, they probably hate me. So, I'm going to go, and I will see you guys tomorrow.